you must have heard this stat somewhere. I don't know if it's still exactly true, but something like 60% of our teachers are leaving the profession in 5 years. So obviously they need more than just to come in with this creative mindset. They do need to understand the processes and procedures that they have to master as new teachers. And I say that because I was really excited to read in your book how you really lay that out nicely for new teachers. And I particularly enjoyed, because I never saw this when I was a new teacher, how you outline your book via section. I don't think it's chapters, but via section in terms of seasons, the seasons of a new teacher. So with that in mind, would you mind chatting a little bit about, because you have 50 great tips in this book. I mean, there are so many great tools in this book for new teachers, but it could still be overload for folks, especially if they're struggling, right? If they're trying to get their sea legs. So which of the strategies or tips or tools that you have in the book would you recommend that new teachers focus on during each season of that first year?
Yeah, so it's broken up into 4 seasons. Section 1, the anticipation and first interaction. So going into that first experience or going into that beginning of the year. And that's really where you're trying to build those routines for yourself individually as a person, as well as a teacher. So I always like to tip number 1 in the book, thinking less is more in all you do. What are your non-negotiable 3 to 5 things that you need to do every single day to be successful in your context? I really love that one. Tip number 4, remembering your why. Why did you get into this? Decision tree, self-advocacy, because you're going into essentially a new experience likely, and then how can you self-advocate for yourself for support because you're trying to learn new systems, new procedures, etc. And then another one is working with instructional strategies to help you do more with less. I think that that's essentials, along with building relationships that matter more than content at the beginning of the year. I mean, if you don't have relationships with your students, then ultimately you don't have credibility, and you could have a lot of maybe not chaos, but some more difficulties. So those are ones at the beginning of the year that I think they're really good. We talk a lot of writing more others there, but those are the ones that I believe, if I was to pick one out for my personal self, that I feel like that are really important. Because really the first part of the year is you're establishing everything, and you want to make a good impression to your students, yourself, and your colleagues. And I think that doing those things are really helpful.